end of the line of the Western and Atlantic Railroad. That's where Atlanta was born. And their train horn still remains in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it signals whenever it's time for football in the town once called Terminus. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. In his spot on the visiting sideline, that's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys hoping to get back to 500 with win number 4 here. Across the field, that's head coach of the Falcons, Raheem. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. That one only good for a couple. It's second down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Brian Branch.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Forced to the ground.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, you better be ready for some contact.
And the stop is made at the 32, so give him almost enough for a new set of downs.
3rd down.
Let's go now.
3rd down give to Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's a Falcon 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Working now from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's Robinson. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Robinson. Oh, no luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
And the Falcons 1st down.
Throwing now off the play action. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. The throw intended for Drake London. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Cowboy 80. Go.
On 2nd down, Robinson. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Staying with Robinson. He'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready?
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Trying to throw this from the gun. Getting out to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Throwing from the gun. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Let's go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's
the Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10, around to Robinson. They'll bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. First and 10 from the 43.
First and 10.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He's got London left side. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Incomplete. Defended by Cody Durant.
They are throwing it again. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, third down. This one is also going to be incomplete. Knocked away again, and they're left looking at fourth down.
Incomplete. Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
The Falcons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Pass play on first and 10. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That one intended for Drake London. And it sets up second down.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Man downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
And the Falcons.
Ball's on the
first
48.
down.
Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Robinson on the inside give. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. So just one quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Go! Go!
Pass play coming here. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 17
And keep this drive
yards.
moving, partner. Here's another
the
1st and 10.
Falcons, first down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Back to Pitts it goes. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Need to be working quickly here.
That's another Falcons first down.
Looking inside the red zone. Throws out of the pocket quick. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons now within one score in the fourth. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
21. Falcons.
Lions get the win on the road. And it could have gone either way down to the very end, but they were able to come up with the clutch plays to take the victory.
For this?
about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, it's Raheem Morris, once the head coach here in Tampa from 2009 to 2011. His counterpart on the Bucs sideline is Todd Bowles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. With that, let me give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. Another run here for Robinson, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Falcons offense ready for their second possession. And a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive. So they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll look to pick up the pace.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Tampa after this. 2nd and 10. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. Pushed out to his left. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. They'll begin 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 41, here's second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is. First down.
5-yard gain on the play.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. On the move left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's Treylon Burks. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a third down and 4. Forced out left. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he is going to have that Falcons first down. He'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. He'll look to throw. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he will get into the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. His 4th TD grab of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility.
Falcons offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a first and 10.
Let's go now. Back to 60. Back to 60.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Now, deep ball from London. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. He's inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Good throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Matthew Bergeron, fellow Syracuse alum. Guilty that time. He'll drop to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Third and long.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up. Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, an ill-advised throw there. It's an interception. Picked off by Cedric Grant.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. the number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to build on the lead as they begin here in the final moments of this third quarter. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Rolling to the left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
10 more yards. Antoine Winfield on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at their 49-yard line.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 17 yards to gain there. First down, Atlanta.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Falcons.
Flushed to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 7. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. That is on. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Falcons. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball. It's a win for the visiting Falcons. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Saints sideline, head coach Kellen Moore. Not too many bright spots for his team recently. Losers of 7 of their last 8. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Short pass caught by Moreau. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Pete Werner there to make the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Robinson. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Pete Werner there to make the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. Now
on 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He gets this to Moreau, left side. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's to pitch the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's complete. He's got it to London. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10.
A give, and here comes Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On the ground, here's the former Heisman Trophy winner. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Atlanta. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get...
Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Give left side. Here comes Robinson. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Escaping to his left. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
To the right, that's Pitts. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Well, coverage right there. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Moving left. Trying to throw that one on the run, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
2nd and goal. At the 5.
Back to the air one more time. That one, take it in. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the...
Falcons offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Robinson, and he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Grover Stewart there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Exiting the pocket right. Now, deep ball for London. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
6 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. He'll get about 2. Damone Clark there to get him down.
Taken down by Damone Clark.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting... Comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
1st and 10 now from the 36. He'll look to throw. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, ready?
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run the sneak, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They have not disappointed as they have the advantage here in the 4th. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's Pitts. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21.
And here's Bijan. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down, straight ahead. The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Forced out wide. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Buster Morrell. Touchdown Falcons. His 4th TD grab of the season. Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
To the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons first down.
They'll go again with Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. On the ground, it's Robinson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
Leads to third and 11.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for. So it's a win here for the Falcons. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn bellowing behind us, that means it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers.
Please welcome your 2026 San Francisco.
On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. This team has really rounded into form 7-2 in their last 9. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His team looking for a spark, hoping. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Open man downfield, that's London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 6. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. 3rd down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. Headed left, buying time. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Moving to his left. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
third down, they'll throw from the gun. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 5.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Fred Warner in on the tackle.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
And it turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
5 yards brings up third.
Throwing here on third and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. They'll look to pick up the pace.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Now, deep ball for London. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
47 on the play. And the Falcons first down. A gain of 47.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 49ers 33-yard line.
Pushed out to his left. Now he'll run it. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Falcons.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Warner in on the tackle.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. On the move left. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
Those are the back-breaking plays defensively that you just can't allow. You have the quarterback dead to rights. You're about to get off the field, and instead, you let him turn into a runner. Big play, and he picks up the 1st down. Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to.
The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll push forward for about a yard. From off the edge, Nick Bosa with the stop. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Forced out left. Now, deep ball for London. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. have a short field, looking to build on the lead.
Ready up.
They run over center with Robinson. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rolling to the left. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. 3rd and long.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession, and they'll have a chance to put this one to bed. They begin 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Behind the line, it's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 11.
Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Give, and here comes Robinson. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
And this is third down.
And here's Bijan. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this?
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
It's on to a new
National Football League. Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. His guys losers a week ago trying to get back into the win column here. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive.
On the double.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Rush to his left. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders. The Falcons offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll start with great field position up at their 45. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons, 1st down.
Now Robinson has some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Another